Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. Unless you've been living under a rock, you'd know that DAIGO SAITO is coming out to Australia and he's coming to my drift park and he's going to be driving my trusty 370Z. Now, yesterday at Archie was an epic day. We had, over the 2 sessions, 110 drivers, which is bloody insanity. Obviously not 110 cars, they simply don't fit, but it was packed. We still managed to run a really good day, and if you don't already know, we literally only have one single Sunday left available. All the others are booked out or we're running things on already. There's very, very few events left at Archie. It's going to be pre-entry for every single event from here on forward. So lukefink.com, not only to get yourself some of the sweet merch that we've got, but you can get yourself entered for Archie events. There's only a handful left. I think there's one Tuesday or maybe 2 Tuesday practices left. I think it's actually only one. There's one Sunday available and then a handful of Thursdays, and that's it. We're done. The track is finished. So anyway, the big thing we've got happening, Saito's coming to town. The reason I was talking about yesterday being so crazy is I did this. I look, one of the homies came into the corner, and in his own words, he came in a bit shallow and got on the brake, and upon doing that, I was already committed 90 degrees behind him, and his wing got me there, and his tail light bumper area got me here. That's going to be fixed, but on top of that, we got a bunch of little issues. Stuff like this, which has been an issue for a while. You can see that my steering wheel isn't moving. That's all my tie rod being messed up from when Grant crashed it, and I just hadn't bothered fixing it yet because it didn't really bother me. I don't know what this side's like. This side's pretty good. Won't bother with that one, but this side is very bad. Like, that is it's bad. Anyway, we'll get it further up on the hoist, and the reason I'm here, I'm going to do an oil change, oil and filter change, literally nut and bolt check over the whole car to make sure 100% it is good to go for Saito, and then give it a clean up. You know, we're using this grey, same grey that's used on the Suzuki, and I'm going to go and just touch things up. I'm probably going to pull this panel completely off and fix this area here, which is from Grant's crash. Like I said, we'll try and get on to fixing this whole area here. I've got a tail light which I broke yesterday, and these tail lights are far too expensive to just buy a new one, but I have all the pieces, so I'm going to be super gluing that whole thing back together. I've got to get my winch out and try and pull this rear bash bar back to where it needs to be, because it's a little bit that way from me running backwards track at Archie and getting into the wall a few times over here. It's good fun, but you know, it's not good. At the same time, a few little fresh tire marks. Cody that I ran into the back of, I threw a backie in front of him, pulled it in, he came in, gave me a nice little tire mark on the door. That was sick. Yeah, we're just basically getting this thing touched up and ready to go for DAIGO SAITO. So yeah, stay with us. All right, we're about to relinquish this quarter panel from the car, but I'm about to pull this wheel off, and I want to show you how bad this tie rod is before we begin. Look at this, guys. That's bad. All right, I'm gonna pull the wheel off, pull the quarter off. So Murphy's Law, as they'll call it, the pad is pushing on the side skirt, so I can't take the side skirt off to get this bloody panel off. I've got one more bolt left, so we're gonna have to drop the car, put the lift in a different, yeah. Anyway, pain in the butt. We're gonna keep going. Now it's time, Brad. There we go. What's else connected to? Or is just the bumper's just caught on it? Huh? The bumper's just caught on it. Oh, there we go. Oh, indicator. Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna have to get it there. All right, so chassis wise, that big hit that he sustained only bent a little bracket there, and that's probably why that quarter wasn't sort of lined up where it needed to be. So I'll be able to bend that bracket back straight so we can get a bolt back in the quarter panel at the bottom, so that aligns and all looks pretty. So I'm gonna do a tie rod there. Really wish I had time to give this thing like a clean, but well, I'm not gonna. Quarter panel, need to just do something with this area here, and then a little bit of fixing up at the back here to make it usable again, but shouldn't be too much of a big deal. Actually looking forward to tackling that one. I don't mind bashing metal a little bit. Oh, look at it without a quarter panel. All right, so I'm gonna go, nothing else I have to do up here. Nope, we're gonna go up. I'll drop the oil and we'll get on to fixing the broken tie rod and then do a nut and bolt on the car. Guys, if you have ever seen the dash of the 370Z, you'll know that it's lit up at all times. I'm gonna put a big thank you out to Carly, the sponsor of this video. And I'm gonna go ahead and connect this up to my phone. Carly is basically an OBD reader. You can clear codes, you can do all of that good stuff, plugging it straight into the OBD port and connecting it to your phone. So I'm gonna go ahead right now, get this little Carly plug-in into my OBD and see if I can't get rid of some of these lights on my dash and probably find some problems with the 370Z, because I've never plugged into it. So I'm really excited to try out the Carly. All right, I've gone ahead, downloaded the app. I found the Nissan 370Z and I'm about to download the data. And basically I have plugged in the OBD port down here and I'll be able to basically find out everything wrong with my car. Hopefully it's not a lot, but all right, download has finished successfully. Let's see, diagnostics, let's go. Continue diagnostics. Oh God. Oh, it checks these systems. Okay, I thought it was all of those. Okay, plug in the OBD port. Turn on your vehicle's engine. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna turn the vehicle's engine on. 9 issues found. That's not good. Back to my Carly, the 9 issues. 9 issues, the diagnostics. And I've gone through it, guys. She's not too bad, but she is telling me the ABS I'm not really concerned about, but the BCM, it says my vehicle sits, oh no, speed doesn't matter. There was something else. I don't know. I'm gonna plug it back into the car now, see if I can't clear some of these codes. But one of them was saying I have a fault code with my BCM. I don't exactly know what that means. I know that it means my engine isn't really speaking to my computer properly, maybe. But we'll see if we can clear some codes now, and you know, clearing codes is fixing the car, right? All right, I'm connected again. Cool thing that I didn't notice before, I can actually do live data. So I can do meter, which would be main signals. Let's see what I got here. Oh, RPM, fuel meter, water temp. I can even set a buzzer. Oh wow, so I can essentially set this up so it works as a gauge, and a buzzer will go off when anything gets too hot. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I can do everything here. So high beams, I can have parameters for literally everything. Interesting. So this is cool. It's definitely something I have to play with more, and honestly I recommend it for you guys. The Carly is pretty freaking rad. So BCM was the one that said it had an issue with. So okay, BCM is just door locks, foggers, nothing that's really important in my drift car. But obviously if it was a road car, I would definitely muck around with that for sure. I just want to see here if I can do some repairs. Oh, this is a kind of good one. Learn more. Battery. Active battery moderating. So it's going to actively now get information from my battery to let me know whether my charging system's up to par. Which again, you can just do this quick run over your car and make sure it's all good while you're sitting in here listening to tunes, or ideally in air conditioning, which I don't have in this car right now, but very, very, very cool. I'm pumped. Big thanks to Carly for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the action. All right, cool. Under the back of the car now, doing the old nut and bolt check. Surprisingly, the GK Tech high capacity something is holding up a champion. I bang this thing on the ground really hard, and it just keeps copping the hits. Unfortunately, they don't even stock these anymore. They're really cool. Anyway, a lot of my bushes are kind of gone in the rear of this car. Like the bushes all here are a bit cruddy. So soon I think I'll be replacing these whole rear knuckles with the new GK Tech ones, because they do a rear knuckle now for the 370Z, which you get more grip out of. And the only reason I didn't step up to them is the stock knuckles take more of a hit. But the new GK Tech knuckles obviously have way better angles and all that sort of jazz for more grip. As much as I love grip and I want more grip, I also enjoy the strength of the stock knuckle. But being that we won't be constantly drifting at Archie and constantly smacking the wheel on the wall like I enjoy doing, it makes sense for me now to go to that knuckle. And when I get that knuckle, it won't have rubber bushings and all this stuff anymore. It'll have nice spherical bearings, which again, really good. Less deflection and all that sort of jazz. And because of the different design in the knuckle, I'll have even more grip and be struggling even more to spin the tires. However, I did speak to someone about the possibility of tuning these. Apparently you can use HP tuners now to tune 370Zs. If that is the fact, which I need to look up, if that is the fact, I'm very excited, because I would love to put this car on E85, throw a bit more power at it, and you know, especially losing Archie, it'll be mostly bigger tracks and we'll be needing a few more horsepower. Yeah, Brad's doing the nut and bolt check at the moment, just running over everything. These bolts, shaft bolts and everything, we just, I don't know, I'll leave Brad to just suss it all out. Oh, I can literally see the bolts are all loose on this shaft. Look at that. This side, all my bolts are loose. Here.
Yeah.
Look, finger tight.
Oh, bugger. Might put a bit of blue locky on there.
Yeah, we might. No, just hang off them.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, yeah. So there we go, nut and bolt, boys. I shouldn't have left the car in gear. That's really silly. Damn it. Sorry.
All good, mate. All good.
Okay. Fun fact: it's remote shift, so I was able to put my hand up here and just pull it out of gear. So that worked really well for me. One thing I'll need to do now as well, for the near future, I want to delete the cats and maybe get a full exhaust made up for this thing before it gets tuned at some point soon as well. I'm excited. All right, another hot tip, well, my first hot tip of this video, other than nut and bolt checking your car, is to save yourself hassles of having to get your car realigned. Use this little bolt here, only barely crack it and leave it where it is, then measure this point with your new tie rod and then put it back onto that exact spot, and you shouldn't need to redo an alignment. Okay, bolt check all done. Do you find much more?
There's a couple of loose, not loose, you get little nips out of a few things, nothing major.
Yeah.
But other than those.
Tie rod's all done. I got that sorted out, so no more movement in there. That's really good. Got to pull the welder off that stand, because we were using that because of Brad's huge bottle that he had, which we've taken back now. So I'll put the welder back on my welding table, and I like using that little stand there, which was graciously donated by one of you guys, absolute bloody legends. So I'll put the oil thing on there, we'll dump the oil out. I'm interested to see what it looks like. I have been giving this thing a fair old beating, but yeah, again, I haven't said it in a while, but if anyone is mates with Castrol, I'm down. I love it. It's the best stuff you can get in Australia, in my opinion. I trust it. All right, new oil filter's on. When I drop the car down, I'm gonna put the oil in. But next thing is bodywork time here in my little shed. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my absolute best. Yeah, Brad, you could be my filmer guy. You're concerned, I know. It's fine. All right, so everything on the outside of the car is done. We're getting onto the rear quarter straightening. We're using my hoist as a block. We've just welded to it, and then we're gonna basically pull and see what we can achieve. Just gonna give it a red-eyed go.
That's all good. We've got that. We've got all that bit out there.
We've got already.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
From the lows to the highs.
How good is that? So what, we'll just weld on again here and then pull again?
Yep, and I'll keep
and
on
maybe
working
down here. So that, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, right. You work on your lows, I work on the highs.
Yeah, right.
And you could hear it change and you could really hear it. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's not going to be like perfect because it's all stretched and shit. But
a race car. Eventually I want to get fiberglass overbody for this. So yeah.
We can do. Yeah, no, we'll go to the next low point and I'll keep on tapping on the high points.
Alright. We obviously don't want to go too crazy here because we want to go enough to like pull it, but not enough to like be tearing panels and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get enough so we can pull it out and then have it separate like it did here when there was too much stress on it.
Yep, sweet.
This
is cool. I've never actually, this is something I've wanted to try before. I never actually gone ahead and done it, so this is very cool. Alright, so while he's going hard out on getting this sorted out, I'm going to kind of get out of the way. And I'm going to go over and start gluing my tail light together because keeping things cheap. I don't want to pay for a new one, like I said. So I've got some of this JB World, which costs me, I don't know, 20 bucks. And a new tail light, I believe, is like 300 bucks right now. And I'm not spending 300 bucks on tail light. Especially when SAITO is going in a comp with my car. So whether this taillight makes it to the end of that weekend or not, who knows right now. So gluing it is going to be my best option. Now I think about it, I don't want to use araldite on this because Tiana will probably kill me. So I'm going to go do it somewhere else. We're just missing one tiny little bit, so pretty happy with that. It'll be interesting to see it when she dries all the way up. But Brad's done a phenomenal job on the rear quarter. Just needs Bodywork now. We're gonna clean that up, with a bit of bog, clean that up, and then hit it with the grey again. Now I'm going to take it out the front and use the hoist off my Suzuki and try and get that rear bar to go back across that way where it needs to be. And then I might bring it back in, do a little bit more welding to weld that thing back to where it needs to be. And yeah, we'll see where we go from there. So I don't know if you can gather what I'm doing here, but I've got this against the tree so it won't slide. I've got the Suzuki here with a winch. Hook the winch, pull. Should be good. Yeah, it's no, we're not done, don't let it go. It's not working. Okay, Suzuki idea didn't work. On to the next thing, which was pole jammed in here, twisty boy, closed up the gap enough and brought the bar back to where it needs to be. Now I'm gonna head and do a safety squint through here. Yeah, I'm gonna get my welding mask on and do this properly. Tail light is back together. Next up is doing some bog and some paint work. We're gonna get on that tomorrow, so we'll pick this up again in the morning. All right guys, I washed the 370. She's officially prepped now. Hopefully DAIGO SAITO is gonna love it. It needs a new frosty sticker back on the side, and I believe SAITO's bringing over a big sticker with one of his sponsors that he wanted to represent over here. Yeah, she's ready to go. Unfortunately, we had to change SAITO's flight. His brother's sick or something along those lines. So instead of coming in on the Thursday, he's actually coming in on the Saturday now. So he won't be here for that Thursday practice, but he'll be here for the Sunday and the comp, driving this 370Z. Couple extra days. He's missing out on drifting as far as I'm concerned. But obviously family comes first. So yeah, thanks heaps for watching this one, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye.